Welcome back, students. Let's learn some new important mathematical operations in Python. Go to collab.research.google.com, click on the new notebook option, and we're going to go ahead and title this one with the operations that we're going to use for future reference. That's going to be the exponents, the modulo operator, and integer division. Okay, let's start with exponents. But to do that, I'm going to ask a question. And I'm going to ask the question using a comment. So in Python, when you hit the hashtag, anything that comes after that is fine. So I can say something like, what is 2 to the third power? Okay? So in Python, basically, once it sees the hashtag, it ignores everything after that. The point of comments in Python is sort of to describe the code that comes after it. So when you press Shift-Enter, if it's a comment, nothing will actually happen. But comments are very useful, especially for future reference. When you're looking back at code, maybe you're not sure what it means for other programmers. When it comes to these programming lessons, sometimes I will use comments. Often I won't because I want to kind of get to the code more quickly. And I would say when you're coding for yourself, if you have the time and you can add the comments, please do so. It's often okay not to, but anytime you publish anything, you definitely want comments there. Okay, so how do we do 2 to the third power in Python? You might try simply 2 caret 3. That's a standard exponential operator. But in fact, you get 1, and that is not the correct answer. 2 to the third means 2 times 2 times 2, which is in fact 8. This is a bitwise operator and is actually not what we want. And so this is incorrect, and so we're going to delete. And in Python, there is a beautiful operator here. It's probably my favorite because what is exponentiation? By definition, it's actually repeated multiplication. So you can think about what is a symbol that you could use to show repeated multiplication. Okay? See if you might be able to figure it out. Think about what multiplication is in Python, and then what might make sense to actually enter repeated multiplication. Okay? So it's 2 something 3. Now, this is multiplication, right? That's obviously not the correct answer. And so for repeated multiplication, it is a second asterisk. So that is 2 to the third in Python. Find out by pressing Shift-Enter, and there you get the expected value of 8. Additionally, you can use the exponential operator for square roots. So I'm going to say, what is the square root of, just pick some number like 89. Okay, well, you could try 89, and now you want the exponential operator because it's to the 1/2 power. And if you try to the 1/2 power and press Shift-Enter, let's see what you get. You actually get 44.5, which is not the square root. Okay, the square root is going to be between 9 squared is 81, and 10 squared is 100. So what happened here? Well, it's order of operations. Exponents come before, multiplication and division. So it does 89 to the first power, that's 89, and then divides 2 to get 44.5. So you could put it in parentheses. This will work. And so now you get the desired answer of 9.4. But, for me personally, I think that's a lot to write, so I prefer 1/2 is 0.5. So whenever you do square roots, you can use double asterisk for exponentiation to the 0.5. This is the best way to do square roots in Python. It's going to be used when you do like root mean squared errors for machine learning. It's very useful. Next, modulo operator. Okay, and so here the question might be, what is the remainder of 22 divided by 7? Okay, well, that's what the modulo operator gives you, and so you hit 22, and it's actually the percent sign, and then the number that you're dividing it into. Okay, so press Shift-Enter. The remainder here is 1, and we do in fact get the expected value of 1. This is a surprisingly useful operator in computer science. It comes up more than you would think. I use it for things like generating prime numbers, and it goes nicely with sort of integer division. So let's do that next. What is the integer division of 22 and 7? And so here, so integer division, the idea here is just the integer part. Okay, it's not like, 3 point whatever, it's just the 3. And you get that from actually the double division sign. Note it does not divide twice. That's just the symbol to give you the integer division. And so this just gives us the integer part, and we do get 3. And so what's kind of nice about this is if you combine the modulo operator with the integer division, you actually get that 22 divided by 7 is in fact 3 with a remainder of 1. So very cool way to divide 22 and 7. And just to show you that it doesn't round, you could try a much higher number to go into 7, like 27 integer division with 7. And in this particular case, that's going to be greater than 3.5 because it's very close to 28 compared to 21. And if you press Shift Enter, you can see that you still just get the integer part of 3, suggesting that it rounds down. Okay, so these are some very useful operators in programming: the integer division, the modulo operator, which gives you the remainder and can be used for things like modular arithmetic, and how to do exponentiation with the nice addition of taking square roots.